This is a demonstration of the Dan Lowenberg Store Lens Parameters tool. So this is extremely useful, and it's not immediately obvious why it's so great. So let's take a look at this. So we've got a lens lookup table for an anamorphic lens. And if we drag here on the focus, we can see that the distortion moves with distance, which in this case is actually centimeters equals feet. So how do we bake these values and find out what they are at any instantaneous moment? Now you could go to this tool right here and display distortion values, and this can be very useful, but this tool here will take whatever instantaneous value this is, taking into account focus, time remaps, and everything, and it'll just bake it. So here we've got two presets. I'm going to get rid of these, and then we'll have to reopen the window. So I hit Store, and what it's done is that there's a file in your home directory. It only holds 17 of these, and notice right here it's putting in the frame number. So if we go to an actual plate here, again, if we slide the distance here, it's got an animated focal length based on distance, an animated distortion based on the distance in feet or whatever nominal units you're using here. So let's go to the tool again, and we hit Store, and then we bring it back up again, and we'll see now there's two presets. So right here it's figured out that that's frame 1105. Now what we'll do is we'll take this one here, we'll remove it, and then if we bring, this is everything including the focal length. So if you bring a lens TXT in, it's got great data in it because it's got it can have a lookup table for a distortion versus focus distance, but this will bring in the baked value. So let's hit Restore and see what happens. So right here we go to static, pick the one we want. It brings in all the values that you stored here. And then you can add up to 16 or 17. If you add more than that, the tool will break and you'll have to delete that particular file from your home directory. But it will hold 17, and then you can, usually on the start of a new shot, you can clear out the new settings. So if we go here, we can hit Store, and then we'll have these different values. So let's say I were to change this one slightly. So I'm going to take this old 1117, remove it, and then I'll store the new one. And then I can use the tool. So now it changed that value there, and you can use this in many situations. It's not just for lookup tables. If you're using the ERIC method to determine distortion, or if you're using this particular tool, distortion animation control, or if you're every 10 frames or every 12 frames you're doing calculations for distortion with LiDAR, all these values can easily be saved with this, including the animated focal length, and then you can use any other tools to get them into your curve editor.